generating function of Legendre polynomial. So this is a generating function of Legendre polynomial. Generating function of Legendre polynomial. Now so in this, first of all, what is the Legendre differential equation? 1 minus x square d square y by dx square minus 2x dy by dx plus n into n plus 1 into y is equal to 0. This is called as Legendre differential equation. Legendre differential equation. Okay. Next, the solution for this Legendre differential equation is a into Pn of x plus b into Qn of x is equal to 0. We call this as a solution for the Legendre differential equation. This is the solution for Legendre differential equation. Okay. Next, Pn of x is called as the first kind Legendre polynomial. It is called as the first kind Legendre polynomial. And Qn of x is called second kind Legendre polynomial. This is called secondary Legendre polynomial. Right? Next, this is clear up to here, right? Next, already we have derived the solution set. The solution for Legendre polynomial equation we already got. Pn of x value we have got. Okay. What is the Pn of x value actually? Pn of x value is 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 divided by n factorial 2n factorial into what we got, x power n minus n into n minus 1 by next 2n minus 1, right, by 2n minus 1, right. Next what do we got, next what we got, n into n minus 1, x power n minus 2, 2 into 2n minus 1 plus and so on. This is the value we are going to derive. We are going to prove this one. To prove We are going to prove this one, right? So in order to prove this one, we have to assume one generating function. What is the generating function for this legendary polynomial? We are assuming, first of all, we assume generating function for legendary polynomial as what we will assume? One function we are going to assume. What is the function? 1 minus zx plus 2zx, 1 minus 2zx plus z square whole to the power of minus 1 by 2. This function we are going to assume. This is called as generating function of a legendary polynomial. For this legendary polynomial, to get this polynomial, we are assuming this function. In order to get that polynomial. Okay, right? So to get that legendary polynomial, we are assuming this generating function. So we are assuming this generating function. Now we have to expand this function. First of all, we rewrite this function. How we will rewrite means 1 minus 2zx plus z square whole to the power of minus 1 by 2 can be written as 1 minus of, you take z common, z of 2x minus z whole to the power of minus 1 by 2. So now this is in the form of a binomial expansion. Okay, binomial expansion, and the power is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so whenever we have a binomial expansion of this type, it is called as the ascending powers of x. Okay, this is the ascending powers of expansion. This is, so in this type of expansion we write like this. It is in the form of like this: 1 minus x whole to the power of minus 1 by 2. This is of this form. So whenever we have the equation of this form, 1 minus x whole to the power of minus 1 by 2 means we can write that expansion as it is ascending powers of x. You will get 1 plus nx. In the place of this 1 by 2, you take first of all n. This is the formula for us. Since this formula 1 minus x whole power minus n is equal to 1 plus nx plus n into n plus 1 x square by 2 factorial, n into n plus 1 x square by 2 factorial plus n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into x cube by 3 factorial plus and so on. It goes on like this. So whenever we have the expansion of this form, whenever we have the expansion 1 minus x whole power minus n, then it will be going on 1 plus nx plus n into n plus 1 x square by 2 factorial plus n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 x cube by 3 factorial plus and so on. It goes on like this. Okay, right? So note down of this one. I want to rub this. Okay, next. Okay, so just now we have seen that is that 1 minus x whole to the power of minus n. Whenever the equation is of this form, what we are getting? 1 plus nx plus n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 3 factorial into x cube plus and so on we are getting, right? So you now just compare this one with this term. What is our function? Our generating function. What is the generating function? 1 minus z of 2x minus z whole to the power of minus 1 by 2. In this you compare, in the place of n what is there? In the place of n 1 by 2 is there. Minus common, okay. So 1 by 2 minus n is minus 1 by 2. Minus cancel, so n is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Next in the place of x what is there? In the place of x z of 2x minus z. This term is there. Okay. Now substitute these values in this equation. What you are going to get? Now let us write. So now you are going to expand this term. 1 minus z of 2x minus z whole to the power of minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 plus n means what is that? 1 by 2 into x means what is that? Z into 2x minus z, okay, into x square. So x square. Sorry. In the place of x, what we have written? X into 2x minus z into x, n into x. First term is completed. Next second term is there. Second term what is there? N into means 1 by 2 into n plus 1 means what? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 factorial, okay, by 2 factorial into x square is there. So in x place what is there? Z into 2x minus z whole square. This square belongs to both z and 2x minus z, okay. Plus and so on, all terms we can write, so many times we can write. This is enough expansion. 3 terms we expanded, it is enough. Okay. Next. So nth term we have to write for this one. Before that we shall write one more thing. We want to rewrite this one. We want to rewrite these coefficients. How to rewrite this coefficient means, first of all you write it like this: 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 factorial. Okay, what we can write this one? 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 by 2 factorial. This what we can write this one? 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 2 factorial means 2 only, no? 1 into 2. Just 2 itself, right? Into 1 by 2. So total how much you are getting? 1 into 3 by 2 into 4. 2 into 4. So I am writing like this. So this total term we can write like this. Okay. Now I am writing next step to this one. This is a rough work for us. Okay. Now I am going to substitute this total term with this term. So what I am going to get is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 into z into 2x minus z plus 1 into 3 by 2 into 4. Okay, 1 into 3 by 2 into 4 into z square into 2x minus z whole square. Okay, z square 2x minus z whole square. Square belongs to both the terms, right? Okay, now I want to write the nth term for this one. What will be the nth term for this one? Nth term means it is going like odd numbers, right? 1 into 3 into 5 into, it goes on with odd terms. So I will write nth term like this: 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 in the denominator. This is first 2 into 4 into all even numbers up to 2n. Okay, into z power n and 2x minus z whole to the power of n. Right, this is the nth term. Okay, right, this is the nth term. Now I want to write just before to this one more term. I want to write n minus 1th term. I want to write n minus 1th term. In the place of n you write n minus 1. So what you will get? What you will get? 2n minus 1 is there. If you write n minus 1 here, what happened? 2 into n, 2n minus 2 minus 1. So 2n minus 3 you will get, right? So what I will write here? 1 into 3 into 5 into so on up to 2n minus 3 divided by, this is also I want to write here in the place of n, I have to write n minus 1. So what I will get? 2 into 4 into 6 into so on up to 2 into n minus 1. Okay, and z also, z to the power of n is there here. So here n minus 1th term this is. So n minus 1th term means what happened? Z to the power of n minus 1. So this is z to the power of n minus 1. And again 2x minus z whole power n is there. So what you will get here? 2x minus z whole to the power of n minus 1. Okay, right? So we can write, if this is n minus 1th term, this is nth term. This is nth term. And this is n minus 1th term. N minus 1th term. Okay, right? So up to this, I hope it is clear. I want to rub the board. Right. So now we are going to write whatever that nth term and n minus 1th term we got, no? Once again we shall write what are that nth term and n minus 1th term. So that is n minus 1th term. What is n minus 1th term we got here? Just before we got n minus 1th term, no? What is that n minus 1th term? 1 into 3 into 5 into and so on up to 2n minus 3 divided by 2 into 4 into 6 into so on up to 2 into n minus 1. This is n minus 1th term into what we get? Z to the power of n minus 1 into 2x minus z whole to the power of n minus 1. This is n minus 1th term. Next, what we have? Nth term also we got. What is the nth term we got? 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 by 2 into 4 into 6 into so on up to 2n into z to the power of n into 2x minus z whole to the power of n. This one we got. Right? Now we have to find coefficient of z to the power of n in the n minus 1th term, and in the n minus 1th term and nth term. In these two terms we have to find z to the power of nth term coefficient. For z to the power of n coefficient we have to find for both the terms. And for n minus 1th term we have to find coefficient z power n, and for nth term also we have to find z power n coefficient. For that we need one formula. What is that? A minus x whole to the power of n is there, means what we can write according to this formula. What is the formula for this one? Okay, so what we can write? A to the power of n minus nc1 a to the power of n minus 1x plus nc2 a to the power of n minus 2x square minus and so on. This is our formula. Since this formula, now in the place of a, what is there? In the place of a here 2x is there. In the place of z, what is there? Z is there. So we have to substitute these values in these terms. Now we are going to expand this. Okay, right? So if we expand, what we will get? We want to get the coefficient of z power n. We want to get the coefficient of z power n. That is our intention. Okay, so z power n coefficient we want to get. So for that purpose, now what we will do here is 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 divided by 2. You can take common in all the terms. In all the terms you can take 2 common. So how many terms are there? 2n, n times. 2 is repeated n times. So 2 to the power of n into 1 into 2 into 3 and so on up to n. Okay, z power n is there, so I write down as it is z power n into, expand this one now. What you will get? 2x to the power of n plus nc1. nc1 value is, in the binomial expansion we know nc1 is n only. nc1 is n only. So minus minus n and 2x whole to the power of n minus 1 into x place what is there, into z is there. So in the place of x what is there, z is there, into z plus and so on. We can expand like this. What I said, I want the coefficient for z power n only I want. If I multiply this z power n with this z, what I will get, z to the power of n plus 1 I will get. It is not valid. So I have to choose only first term. I have to multiply. I have to multiply with this only first term, not the second term. We don't want second term. We want only first term. So what I will get here now, if I multiply, what I will get, this is equal to 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of n into n factorial into n factorial. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 and so on is called as what? N factorial. It is called as n factorial into z to the power of n into 2x whole to the power of n. 2x whole to the power of n. Okay. So in this also we can write 2 to the power of n and x to the power of n, no? Right? So can I cancel these 2 and this 2 power n? Why I am cancelling this 2? Because 2 to the power of n, this n belongs to 2 also. Okay. So 2 to the power of n and x to the power of n is there. Right? So 2 to the power of n and here 2 to the power of n will be getting cancelled. Okay. So remaining what is there, you write down just 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 upon n factorial into z power n into x power n. So the coefficient of z power n is, just to close z power n and remaining what is there you have to tell. The coefficient of z power n is 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 by n factorial into x power n. So this is called as the coefficient of z power n. In nth term, we found the coefficient of z power n in nth term we found. Now we are going to find the coefficient of z power n in n minus 1th term. Coefficient of z power n in n minus 1th term also we are going to find out. Up to here, is it clear? I want to rub the board. Next, now we are taking n minus 1th term. In this n minus 1th term, we are going to find out the coefficient of z power n. Right? So first of all, write down n minus 1th term. What is there actually? N minus 1th term is 1 into 3 into 5 into so on up to 2n minus 3 divided by 2 into 4 into 6 into so on up to 2 of n minus 1, right, into z to the power of n minus 1 into 2x minus z whole to the power of n minus 1. You just expand this in the form of just before formula. What is that? A minus x whole to the power of n, that is nothing but a to the power of n plus nc1 into a to the power of n minus 1 into x plus nc2 into a to the power of n minus 2 into x power 2 plus and so on like that. Okay. So like that we are going to expand this one also. So what we will get here, now let us see. Let us expand this. So this is equal to 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 3 upon, to take 2 common, how many times you will get 2 common? N minus 1 times. So 2 to the power of n minus 1 common of, what do we get here? Here first term you take common, 2 commons, 1 into, 2 into, 3 into and so on up to n minus 1 you will get. Okay, into z to the power of n minus 1, expand this one now, you will get 2x to the power of n minus 1 plus n minus 1 c1, nc1 is n, similarly n minus 1 c1 is again n minus 1 into 2x whole to the power of n minus 2 into z and plus nc2 and plus and so on you will get. We don't want third term and fourth term, up to second term it is enough, because you multiply this z power n minus 1 with z, this is z power 1, this is z power n minus 1 and plus 1 is there and minus 1 is there, get cancel, again you will get z power n, right? So you need to multiply with the second term, not with the first term. So here the first term you no need to multiply, you need to multiply with only this second term, because z to the power of n minus 1 is there, z to the power of 1 is there, n minus 1 plus 1, it will become n again. So I am going to multiply with this second term only. So what I will get here, 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 3 into z to the power of n minus 1 into z into n minus 1 into 2x whole to the power of n minus 2, right, upon, divided by, what is this? We can write this one as 2 into 2 power n minus 2. Here 2 power 1 no, here at 2 power n minus 1 to minus 2 no, minus 2 plus 1 will again be giving rise to 2 power n minus 1 only. So these two are one and the same, we can write. Okay, I decreased here by 1 and I multiplied with 2. So this multiply means again you will get this one only. Okay, into 1 into 2 into 3 into and so on up to n minus 1, right? Next here what we are going to do is, I am multiplying in the numerator and the denominator with the term multiply n into 2n minus 1 in the denominator and numerator. In the denominator you multiply and in the numerator you multiply, the two terms you have to multiply in the denominator and in the numerator. Okay, so multiply n into 2n minus 1 in the numerator and denominator, in the denominator and the numerator you multiply with the same term, n into 2n minus 1. Okay, this term we have to multiply in the denominator and in the numerator. Okay, this term we have to multiply in the denominator and in the numerator, same term we have to multiply. Okay, right? I want to rub this total. Why I am not multiplying this z power n minus 1 with this one? Because here z power 0 is there, nothing is there. So if I multiply, I will get n power n minus 1 you will get, z to the power of n minus 1. I don't want z to the power of n minus 1. I want z to the power of n I want z to the power of n I want. Here plus 1 is there, minus 1 is there. Both get cancelled and I will get z power n only. Right? So I want this term, z power n term. I want to find out the coefficient of z power n, not z power anything else other than n. Right? Okay, now Now I am writing this last term, whatever we got, whatever we got, I am writing 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 3, right, upon 2 into 2 to the power of n minus 1 into 1 into 2 into 3 and so on up to n. Okay, I multiplied and divided with the n into 2n minus 1 in the numerator and in the denominator. This is 2n minus 1. Okay, right. So now what is in the numerator left over? Z into z to the power of n minus 1 into z to the power of 1. N minus 1 and plus 1 get cancelled, minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. You will be getting only z to the power of n, right? You can see the previous term what is there. And next whatever is left here, n minus 1 into, okay, NC1, that is n minus 1 into 2x whole to the power of n minus 1 into, anything over left? Nothing over left, this much only, right? So these are the things, these are the terms left over, right? Now what I am going to do is, just you take this 2n minus 1 to this side. What I am going to get is 1 into 3 into 5 and 2n minus 3 into 2n minus 1 into n into n minus 1, n into n minus 1 into, you just split this power in upon this 2 and x. We can write 2x whole power n minus 1 is there, no? We can write 2 to the power of n minus 1 and x to the power of n minus 1. So I am writing like this, 2 to the power of n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 1 into z to the power of n upon I am writing like this, 1 into 2 into 3 and so on is there, no? So we can write this one as n factorial into 2 into and what is left over here? Yeah, one more thing here, n minus 1 only there for us, right? N minus 1 up to n minus 1 only there. But I have taken this n to this side. So what I will get, 1 into 2 into 3, n minus 1 into n will be there. Then it will become n factorial. Then it will become n factorial. When I club this n with this one, I multiply this n with n minus 1, then it becomes complete 1 to n. So now I can write n factorial. So that's why n vanishing over in the next step. Directly you will get n factorial. You are multiplying this n with this n minus 1. We will get n factorial. And what is left over? 2 into 2n to the power of n minus 1. And 2 to the power of n minus 1, 2 to the power of n minus 1 both get cancelled. 2 is left over and 2n minus 1 is left over. 2n minus 1 is left over. Okay? Got it? Right. So this is the term I am rewriting this in a fresh mode. 1 into 3 into 5 and so on. 2n minus 1. This is just before term to this one. So that's why I no need to write this one again. So directly I can write 1 into 3 into 5 and so on up to 2n minus 1 by n factorial into n into n minus 1 by 2 into 2n minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 1 into z to the power of n. So this becomes the coefficient of z to the power of n. This is obtained from the n minus 1th term just before we obtained from nth term. Nth term we got, n minus 1th term we got. What we got? The coefficient of z power n we got. The coefficient of z power n we have successfully calculated from nth term as well as from n minus 1th term. Now we are going to add these two terms, and one more thing here, what is that? We got here minus sign we got. Why we got minus sign means when I have expanded this 2x minus z I have expanded. Once you see there, whenever I expanded the 2x minus z, there we got n minus, that is the second term as minus we will get. Okay, second term we will get as minus. So that minus you have to write before each and every term, right? So this term will be negative. This term will be negative. Okay, right? we get here alternative plus and minus, so definitely you have to write there second term minus only, so there you just correct it. So the second term you will have minus, plus and minus you will get. So I will once again expand this, please correct it. X minus a whole to the power of n is there, so otherwise a minus x is there. Suppose a minus x whole to the power of n is there, means a power n minus nc1 a to the power of n minus 1 into x plus nc2 a to the power of n minus 2 x square, again minus, and so on. So alternative plus and minus we will get in this expansion only, we will get like this. So that's why you will get minus sign. In the second term we have minus sign, right? The second term we have minus, so we have multiplied with the second term only to get this one. So that's why you will get minus sign. Please correct it. Okay, right. Now we got two terms, no? N minus 1th term we got and n plus nth term we got, right? Now we got two terms. We got, what are the two terms? I will write here. From nth term of the expansion, what we got? 1 into 3 into 5 into and so on to n minus 1 by n factorial into x to the power of n we got. That's all. Right? This is nth term we got. And from n minus 1th term, what we got? From n minus 1th term, what we got? 1 into 3 into 5 into so on up to 2n minus 1 by n factorial. This is minus sign before this, minus into n minus 1, n into n minus 1, n into n minus 1 by 2 into 2n minus 1 and x to the power of n minus 1. This one we got. Okay, into z to the power of n. This is the coefficient of z to the power of n, and this is also coefficient of z to the power of n only. Okay, both are the coefficient of z to the power of n. Now we can add these two terms, right? So if you add these two terms, what happens? Let us see. In both the terms, what is the common? This term is common, right? So x to the power of n will be remained here, minus n into n minus 1, x to the power of n minus 1 by 2 into 2n minus 1 is the answer, right? So we are going to get now Pn of x is equal to 1 into 3 into 5 into so on 2n minus 1 by n factorial into x to the power of n minus n into n minus 1 by 2 into 2n minus 1 x to the power of n minus 1. This is the general term for Pn of x. This is the polynomial of, we are using the generating function, that is 1 minus 2xz by plus z square whole to the power of minus 1 by 2. That is the generating function. From that generating function, we have derived the Legendre polynomial Pn of x. That is 1 into 3 into 5 odd multiples by n factorial into x power n minus n into n minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 by 2 into 2n minus 1. This is the Legendre's polynomial. And one more thing here we can write. What is that? If it is n is equal to 0th term, then what happen? You can write p naught of x. And if n is equal to 1, we can write it as p1 of x. If n is equal to 2, we can write it as p2 of x. Okay, so how the term will be expanded now, let us see. 1 minus 2xz plus z square whole to the power of minus 1 by 2 can be written as z power 0 into p naught of x plus z power 1 into p1 of x plus and so on z power n into pn of x. Like this we can write the total polynomial, we can write like this using Legendre's polynomial. Legendre's polynomial we can use and we can write like this, we can write. Okay, next this one also we can write in a short form, that is summation n is equal to 0 to infinity, and that is z power n pn of x. This is the Legendre's polynomial generated using the function 1 minus 2xz plus z square whole power minus 1 by 2. Thank you.